Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Power Core Productions and Podcastings. This evening, we begin with our double upload of the day, that being with Yu Yu Hakusho Emerald Detective, What If Yuskue Urameshi Was the Green Lantern, Season 1, Part 1 of the Spirit Detective arc. Now, for those of you who don't know, Yu Yu Hakusho is one of my all-time favorite animes, and Green Lantern, any Green Lantern, is probably one of my favorite heroes in the DC comic universe. So putting two things that I like together is a no-brainer. But with this series, we're going to be pulling more from the Earth 2 Justice Society lore of the Green Lantern, or who you would be familiar with as Alan Scott. We're going to be using that power base and that system mixed into the world of Yu Yu Hakusho, which will play an even greater role in the overall stories in the Tales of Earth 2. Now, with this series, we're not going to be starting from the very beginning, but we're actually going to be kicking things off in the sacred artifacts part of the story, and we're going to be using flashbacks to fill everything out as we go. But after a few months of working, I've really had a lot of fun making this script for Season 1, and for all my Yu Yu Hakusho fans out there, Green Lantern fans out there, I hope you're really excited for this and everything else that we have in store. My plan is to cover all of the Spirit Detective saga, so that next year we can get into the Dark Tournament saga, which will have even bigger ramifications in this world. But that's getting a little ahead of ourselves. For now, please enjoy this evening's feature video. As always, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. It all started with a kid, a red rubber ball, traffic, and a speeding car. And just like that, the life of Yuskue Urameshi came to an end. But you probably know the story. You know about the ins and outs and everything that came along with it. The boy that died but was given a second chance at life. But there's more to this story than meets the eye. Way more. A world filled with spirits and demons, heroes and villains alike, and a young man caught in the storm of it all. But for his story, it actually begins somewhere else. The story of someone trying to live to a legacy that was given to him. A legacy he never asked for, but one that fell upon him all the same. A question of honor and of worthiness. As Yuskue made his way to school, dressed in his green school uniform as always, now sporting what appeared to be a silver ring on his right ring finger. The ring had taken the form of a lantern, and in the center of it, a glowing emerald. Of course, Yuskue was not one for fashion, but the ring didn't look too bad. It was actually a tool for him to carry out his assignment. He remembered that day that he stood at the desk of the ruler of the spirit world. A munchkin of a man, if you will, more like a toddler. He called himself Koenma. Okay, so what am I supposed to do with this janky piece of jewelry? Yuskue would ask. That janky piece of jewelry is going to help you out in a time of need. This here is the Green Lantern ring, forged from the Starheart. Starheart? What's that? It's a sacred stone, passed down through the centuries. It can amplify spirit energy, and you, my friend, are in desperate need of it. You've only just begun in your journey as a spirit detective, now that you've been brought back to life, but even more so to get your spirit power up to par. Quite frankly, it's kind of pathetic. Well, excuse me. Perhaps I should be hitting the gym a little more. Don't worry, I'll try to bulk up in a week. It's no laughing matter, Yuskue. This is one of the most powerful weapons in all of the universe. What? A ring? What am I supposed to do with it? Get on one knee, find some girl, and shack up somewhere? I know. Maybe we'll go off and have a whole lot of kids. Yeah, I can be a father. I can be full-time at work and all that other good stuff. Whoop-de-whoop-de-doo. What? You want me to go skipping down the aisle singing "Here Comes the Bride"? Sheesh, do you always have to be sarcastic? What can I say? It's a quality. More like an annoyance. But yes, this is one of the most powerful weapons in the universe. Far greater than any sword or spear or anything that you can conjure. Because you can make it yourself. Make it myself? Put the ring on, numbskull, and I'll show you. Yuskue did as Koenma had advised. The moment he did so, a special emerald aura began to form around him. Immediately on his uniform, on his left side, a lantern patch would appear. What, you're updating my wardrobe? Not specifically. That patch shows that you work for me. The title of Green Lantern goes along with Spirit Detective. It's one and the same. The Green Lantern acts as my representative on the Earth. It's a mighty responsibility and not one for the faint of heart. But if anyone's going to be up for the task, it's you. I figure nothing could be more unpredictable or more unorthodox than the likes of Yuskue Urameshi. Okay, but that still doesn't explain what this ring is supposed to do. Simple. Koenma would leave his desk as he pointed at the wall. I want you to hit it, without moving. Huh? How am I supposed to hit the wall if I can't move? I want you to just think about something hitting that wall. Anything you can think of. What is this? Some type of mental gymnastics sort of exercise? Or will you stop being sarcastic and just hit the damn wall? I don't care what you hit it with. Be a bull in a china shop for all I care. But just imagine something, anything, smashing into that wall and destroying it completely. Alright then. Fine. Yuskue would cock back his arm. He focused all of his mental fortitude on that wall, thinking about what he would do to destroy it. Personally, he would just take a big fist and just go. Yeah! Immediately, the wall would be broken through. Yuskue looking on in surprise at what he had done. A beam of energy was extending from the ring, and on the other end, a giant fist. And the wall had definitely been decimated, as workers in the palace could see. Even Botan, as she walked through the rubble, yelling for an attendant to clean it up. What in the hell is going on around here? There was a giant commotion and... No, you didn't. Oh, Botan, you finally arrived. I just wanted to... Ow! Botan smacked Koenma on the head. Sir, you can't be serious. Of all the items, of all the things you could have given him, why on earth did you give him the Starheart Lantern Ring? I thought that it was the best decision. Right now, he's working at a D class. You know he's not going to last too long out in the field without it. I don't care. He could be going up against S classes for all I'm concerned. That ring has the ability to destroy the world. It's not a child's toy, and you gave it to the hands of... Oh no, continue, Yuskue would say, waving his hand. Just act like I'm not here. Go on, keep talking. I'm not trying to be rude, but this is dangerous, Koenma, even for you. Why on earth would you want to give him this? Because, Botan, you gotta learn to have a little faith. I don't think he's really that bad, at least not as bad as he comes off as. I think it's more so of a front. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I saw the way you looked when your mother was at your funeral, Yuskue. You go on and on acting like you're so hard, acting like you don't care about anyone or anything, but really that couldn't be further from the truth. The truth is, you care just as much as there are people out there that care about you. You've seen it firsthand, that's why you were brought back. You thought that your death would amount to nothing, that you wouldn't have a lasting impact on anyone. But now it's quite the contrary. That Keiko girl, honestly, I think she's too good for the likes of you. And the fact that she, just on a chance, on just a leap of faith, was able to bring you back. Don't you think you owe it to her? This world that you're going to protect, it's a world that she lives in. If you don't step up and do it, that's all well and good. You can just move on. Go on to the other side, to your afterlife, and you can experience the thrills of the next world, leaving everyone else behind to suffer. Whether you like it or not, bad things are going to happen, Yuskue. And as much as you may not believe it, I think I need your help. But why me? I mean, no one here has made any qualms about how they really feel about me. It's true, but you do rub people the wrong way, Yuskue. You can't deny that. You go around with this hard-ass attitude, acting like it's just you against the world. And yes, maybe it was. Not everyone gets a fair shake in life, but you can still make of it what you want. This ring, Koenma said, it's a sign of my trust. I am putting all of my trust in you, Yuskue, because I believe that you are worth it. So please, do not let me down. So, what else can this ring do? Oh, that's for Botan to go over with you. There's a manual and everything, Koenma said as he pulled out a very large book. This should go over everything you need to know about the Star Heart, how it works, how it functions, the ins and outs of it all. Botan, you're going to be coaching him up. Wait, but I can't, but like, how long do I have? Oh, you have about a week. A week? A week. You're really funny, Koenma. I have a week? Yes, you have a week. And pray tell, why do I only have a week to train him? Well, you see, the reason why I had to give him the Starheart ring is because we had an incident a few days ago. There was a break-in in the royal treasury, and 3 of the artifacts of darkness were stolen. he just said, oh. Botan would faint in Yusuke's arms. Botan, wake up! What the hell's caused her to faint? What are these artifacts of darkness? They're some of the most dangerous weapons in the universe, Yuskue. Oh, great. So now I have the most powerful weapon in the universe, and you've just let the most dangerous weapons in the universe get stolen. Just what type of operations are you running here, baby breath? I mean, seriously, if you're not giving away powerful weapons, you're letting them get stolen. I swear, you're worse than the criminals on TV. At least they make money off of their stupidity. What do you have to show for it except dooming the world? Don't you think I know that already? Why do you think I put you in charge of this case? Why do you think I chose you to be a spirit detective? Because you didn't have anyone else? And you realized at the point of your error, you needed to find some sap who would take on this job. Besides, how bad could it possibly be? These weapons are dangerous, Yuskue. If they fall into the wrong hands, they could spell doom for the world. Why? You think someone that gets their hands on them are really going to bring on the apocalypse? Actually, not necessarily. You see, it'll actually take some time for these weapons to do any real damage. That's not what I'm worried about. Then what are you worried about? Well, you see, you know how I'm technically the ruler of the spirit world? Yeah. Well, I might be the current ruler of the spirit world, but I still have to answer to someone. My father, King Emma. He was the former ruler of spirit world. Your father. Aw, is the little baby scared of his daddy? You're damn right I'm scared of him, and for good reason too. He's powerful, Yuskue. King Emma is not someone to be trifled with. He's currently on vacation, and he'll be back in 7 days. A week, I tell you. A week! If he comes back and finds out that the artifacts of darkness were stolen, what? He's gonna storm around in heaven and have a temper tantrum? He's gonna make it rain for 40 days and 40 nights? Don't tempt him. He tried that once. Wait, you're serious? I'm very serious. He'll get those artifacts back by any means necessary. If he has to destroy an entire continent to do it, then so be it. No expense will be spared. Millions, if not billions, will die in his rampage. Hold on. But he's the king. He wouldn't just kill humans over something so petty. Yuskue, in the short time that you've experienced the afterlife and everything that goes on, do you really think that beings of great power are ones to be trifled with? That you can bargain with them? Do you really think that someone who takes something so serious is just going to roll over and allow things to try to smooth themselves out? No. This is a matter of grave security. And if we don't get our hands on those artifacts, if we don't get them back in time, it could lead to the apocalypse. You're joking. And I've only got 1 week. 1 week. Well, do you at least have an idea about who stole them from you? Koenma would take out 3 photos. These are the perpetrators. The short one right here with the dark hair, his name is Hiei. The tall one with the long red hair, Kurama. And finally, the muscle-brown brute, Gyuki. They work together as a trio of thieves. They're criminals in our world, but how on earth they were able to get their hands on these artifacts, I still don't know. I mean, they're more so on the weaker end when it comes to demons, so there's no way they should have got past the guards. So, Spirit World has terrible security also, duly noted. Are you gonna help me out or not? Please, I really don't want my dad to come back down here and be on all of us. It'll be the end. Your life won't amount to anything if he gets going. Fine. I only have 1 week, huh? It shouldn't be too hard. All I gotta do is find these 3 knuckleheads, knock them out, grab the tools, bring them back. You lock them up this time, make sure they don't get stolen, and we avoid the end of the world. Does that sound like a fair deal to you? Yes, Yuskue, it does. Good, then send me home. So you mean you'll take the case? Well, I don't have much of a choice now, do I? Either I take the case or the world ends. And from the looks of things, it's not like you're gonna find my replacement anytime soon. Plus, I kinda like that you need me so much. Kinda like seeing the desperation on your face. Just get going, Yuskue, and take Botan with you. Alright then, upsy daisies. We're gonna get you some bath salts, Grim Reaper. Just you wait. As they returned back to the human world, as Botan was now debriefed on the situation, she found herself pacing and fuming. Koenma, that big idiot, that big baby idiot. Calm down. Remember your breathing. You can do this. You can do this, Botan. You can do this. Jeesh, you act like you've never been in a state of crisis before. I take it that something like this happening is rare? Of course it's rare! The royal guards are the royal guards for a reason. No one just storms in there and steals. Well, you've never met someone that's more determined to steal. So, nothing you can really do about it. And you seem rather nonchalant for someone who knows that the world is going to end. What can you tell me about this? The ring? What do you want to know? Well, what exactly can I do? I mean, really, what am I capable of? Well, let's see. Technically, you have a whole host of abilities, but trying to explain them all to you would be way more time than we can be afforded. So let's run down the basics. You have the ability to create powerful constructs with your mind and mental imagery. Anything you can imagine, the ring will make at your behest. Anything, huh? Yuskue thought. Immediately, the green aura started to take shape. It looked like a lump of clay. Slowly, it began to be sculpted, until finally, it began to take the form of a humanoid. At first, Botan was impressed. Yuske's sculpting ability was actually pretty refined. But then she noticed that it started to take the form of a humanoid. A female humanoid. A female humanoid with a slender waist, a perky chest, and a fat ass. Yuskue, ow! Ugh, I'm sorry. Now is not the time for you to be a pervert. A guy can dream. So what else can this stupid thing do? Alright, you can make constructs, as you can see. You have the power of the green flame. Green flame? Yes. The constructs are made from a green flame. It's a mystic energy, a power given from the star heart. The power also burns away impurities, so things like dark magic, evil spells, things of that nature, you can burn them away. You can also cure people of illnesses as long as they're not too severe. You have the power of flight, invisibility. You can phase through objects. You're given superhuman strength, speed, and stamina. Your senses are enhanced. You can even teleport to places that you've already been, as long as you have a clear image of it in your mind. And that's just the basics of what you can do. Damn, I can really do all that? Jeesh, you chose to give me this thing? If necessary, we'll cut your hand off and take it if we have to. I wouldn't go making threats like that, Botan, Yuskue said with a grin. You never know. After all, I'm a delinquent. You don't know what a delinquent could really do. Yuskue, why are you smiling? Nothing. Don't worry about it, Botan. You continue to unsettle me. It's no need to worry. Everything's gonna be fine. Don't take this lightly, Yuskue, Botan said. The criminal underworld for humans is nothing compared to the spirit world. Here, criminals delve in a different type of currency. Money isn't the end-all be-all. It's about power, and people who will do anything to claim it, or to keep it. You're going to come across many powerful foes in this line of business, and if you keep carrying on with that cocky attitude of yours, you're going to get yourself killed. Well, thanks for the vote of confidence, but I don't plan on dying anytime soon, and I'm not letting the world end on my watch either. I promise you, Botan, we're going to catch these criminals, and we'll recover these artifacts in less than a week. In the meantime, deep within the forest, Hiei, Kurama, and Goki await for the arrival of the fourth member of their team, the one who assembled them. Can you believe it? Hiei said. I told you the guards of the spirit world were no match for us, and now their sacred artifacts are in our hands. All of the consumption that I'll be able to do, I'll be feasting for a while, Gyoki said. Only after I get to have my chance with humanity. With this sword, we'll be able to bring out their true inner darkness. Say, what about the shy one over there? He's remained rather quiet in all of this. Kurama said nothing as he looked to his partners. He had only joined because he needed one artifact for something in particular. He couldn't care less about their other endeavors. We shouldn't make a move until the boss arrives, Kurama said. So you're always a stickler for the rules? Yeah, you're no fun. At least have some creative vision. No, a fourth voice said, as an older man came walking into the clearing, greeting himself to the others. It's polite to show respect to your elders. Who's the old pigeon fry? Gyoki said. That would be our boss. Huh? No way. We're taking orders from a human? What's the meaning of this? Hiei said. No, my friends. We're all on the same side here. There's only one side, Hiei said, and that's ours. He pointed the sword of darkness towards him. You mean to say that you were the one that brought us together? Preposterous. I would have known if there were humans making contact with us, and even then, there's no way I ever would have gone along with this plan if you were in charge. But you've done everything as I have said. And look, you've managed to succeed. But what's a human trying to do taking on the spirit world? Gyoki would say. Who are you? Hiei asked. Well, I'm not one for any type of formal names. I like to keep things simple and casual. But if you have to know anything about me, the old man said, I guess you could say that I'm a bit of a gambler. It's always fun to play a game of chance. Don't you think? This concludes Yu Yu Hakusho, Emerald Detective. What if Yuskue Urameshi was the Green Lantern? Season 1, Part 1. As always, if you enjoyed this evening's video and everything else that we have to offer, then please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that bell for post notifications so you can stay up to date on everything that is PowerCore Productions and Podcastings that is to come out now and in the future. And stay tuned next time as we continue with Yu Yu Hakusho, Emerald Detective. What if Yuskue Urameshi was the Green Lantern? Season 1, Part 2. But anyway, that's going to do it for the end of today's video. I'm Javon Harrington with PowerCore Productions and Podcastings, signing off, and I'll see you next time.